Race number 27. Modified 1-.
All right, 27, get him checked in. 27, get him checked in. Check him in.
Stephen Nichols. Dr. David Arnold.
Might need a volunteer or two for this race, just in case. All right, guys, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Line's going to be Steven on the 1, Shay on the 2, Gabe on the 3, David on the 4. Need my drivers from the last race to spread them out.
1 minute to start the race.
David, you want to start back there, or are you pulling out? Okay. All right, here we go. This is the race number 27, 12 scale mod, B main event. Drivers ready, turn marshals, heads up. We're going on the tone. Your BQ, Stephen McNichols leading the way. The white and blue car, Shay Blunt in the silver car, goes on the inside, takes over the lead on the first lap by. Whoa, airmail coming through the sweeper. Gabe Hoban goes up, airmail, and gets it back going. Make sure he's still good. Harry, the super turn marshal over there, making it go. Shay Blunt out in front, check that. Yep, Shay Blunt out in front, Stephen McNichols in the second spot, Shay with an 8.7, last time by. Stephen McNichols in the second spot. One minute down and 7 minutes still to go. Your leader, that all gray car of Shay Blunt in the second spot. He's Stephen McNichols in the white and blue car. They are drag racing down through the center right now. Down the back straight they come. Shay with an 8.7, Stephen with an 8.5. Into the chicane and down the back straightaway. Shay out in front, 8.7. Stephen with an 8.8. You got David Arnold running in the third spot right now. We've got 1:30 down and 6:30 left to go. Two minutes down and 6 minutes left on the master clock. The all gray car out in front. Shay Blunt leading the way. He's got about a 1 second advantage on Stephen McNichols. David Arnold in the third spot. Three minutes down and 5 minutes left on the clock. Top two cars nose to tail coming around the sweeper and into the front 180. That all gray car of Shay Blunt out in front. Right behind him is the white and blue car of Stephen McNichols, about a half second back. David, got your leaders coming up on you soon. This is race number 27 on the track, race 28 coming up next. Gonna need definitely getting some volunteer turn marshals for the next race. Gonna need a couple volunteer turn marshals for the next one for VTA B main event. Shea comes by with an 8.6, Stephen McNichols with an 8.8. Shea kind of stretching it out right now, 7/10 of a second advantage on Stephen McNichols. Leaders coming through. 4:30 down and 3:30 left to go. Shea Blunt out in front, got a 2.5 advantage on Stephen McNichols. Once again, we need some volunteer turn marshals for the next race. Five minutes down and 3 minutes still to go. Shea Blunt out in front, comes down by the stripe with an 8.7 that time by Stephen McNichols with a 9 flat. Still about 1 second back in that second spot. David Arnold running in the third spot, a couple laps down. 5:30 down and 2:30 left on the master clock. Race number 28 coming up next. VTA B main event coming up next. Six minutes down and 2 minutos left to go. Stephen closing that gap now. It's a battle for the lead with Shea and Stephen battling it out, coming through the front section now. That all great car, Shea goes a little wide. Stephen closes that gap on him. As around the carousel they come with less than 2 minutes left. Top 2 cars nose to tail. Shea pushes a little deep into that chicane. Gives Stephen a chance to close back in. Top 2 cars separated by about a 1/4 second right now as they come down the back straightaway. Shea a little inside on that sweeper. Here they come around. Stephen looks on the inside, can't quite get it. They come through the center. Stephen goes on the inside, takes over the spot. Stephen McNichols up into the lead now. Shea Blunt dropping back to second. Top 2 cars still nose to tail with less than 1:30 to go. Shea keeps overshooting that chicane just a little bit. And Stephen makes a good run through there. He's able to pick up a lot of time through here as they come down the back straightaway again. Stephen with a 9 flat, Shea with an 8.9. Stephen makes another little bobble. Shea goes on the inside. They are side by side. Coming down the back straightaway now with 1 minute to go. Here they come around the carousel and into the 180. Shea Blunt back out in front. Stephen McNichols in that second spot. Down the back straight they run. Shea with a 9 flat. Stephen with a 9 flat. Shea goes on the inside, takes the spot. Stephen McNichols all over the back wing right now. Stephen looking for a place to get by. Stephen goes on the inside, drag racing down the straightaway. Shea takes the spot back. Here they come around with Shea and Stephen battling out back and forth. Stephen goes on the inside, takes the spot away. 30 seconds to go. Here they come through the center section now. Stephen McNichols out in front, makes a little bobble. Here comes Shea Blunt in the second spot. Top 2 cars still nose to tail after 7:40. We got 20 seconds left as they're coming through right now. Shea on the inside. Stephen takes the spot. They got 15 seconds to go. These guys have been going back and forth. Here they come. Shea Blunt hating the spot. Stephen McNichols gets into his back. Tags that outside wall with 5 seconds to go. Shea Blunt out in front now. Stephen McNichols gets by. That is time, drivers. Finish the lap you're on. Shea Blunt with the win in the B main event. Stephen McNichols finishing in the second spot, and David Arnold finishing in third. Good run, guys. We're going to need some volunteer turn marshals for the next race, so anybody want to help jump out and turn marshal, I will need it. VTA B main event coming up. Change your mind now? Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, that was probably
Up next, race number 28. 25.5.
All right, race 28. Let's get him checked in. 28. Get him checked in.
Jason Brown, Braden Mahar, Steve Pitts, Dennis Sawyer, Greg Moore, Keith Brewster, Wesley Hedges, Eddie Coleman, Jonathan Hudson, Mark Thomas.
Christina Marshall on the sweeper off the end of the back straightaway. Shake kick it into the back straight. All right, guys, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed before you kill each other. Line them up: Jason on the 1, Heath on the 2, Wes on the 3, Danny on the 4, Greg on the 5, Eddie on the 6, Mark on the 7, Jonathan on the 8, Steve on the 9, and Braden on the 10.
1 minute to the start of the race.
leave him that way, yeah.
Leave him that way.
That's my boy. I can't do him that way.
Can't do him dirty like
I
that.
will.
Here we go. Drivers ready. Turn marshals heads up. VTA B main event. 6 minutes of fun. We're gonna go on the tone. Fun for me.
Come on, Clayton.
Steve Brewster out in front. Steve Pitts in the second spot. Danny Sawyer in third.
Red and black, you'll have a stop and go next time by. Come in the box, complete stop. You can ignore it, but it's just going to get worse. Red and black, stop next time by.
Not you, Braden, not you.
No,
Steve
this
Brewster.
one. Alright, take a lap.
Steve Brewster, stop and go next time by front straightaway. Go.
It's too late. We took a lap. Keep going.
Stop and go. Not stop and wait. Braden, what are you doing?
Danny Sawyer taking over the lead now in car number 4. Blue car coming down the back straightaway now. Steve Pitts up into the second spot now. Wes McCutcheon in third. Jonathan Hudson in fourth. Jason Graham in fifth. 130 down and 430 left to go. Here comes your top 3, nose to tail. Orange and blue car, number 9, Steve Pitts now out in front. The all blue car of Danny Sawyer in second. Wes McCutcheon in third. Through the center section right now, Sawyer looking for a place to get by Pitts. You've got McCutcheon in the third spot, looking for a place to get by Sawyer. They drag race down the back straightaway and into the 180. The orange and blue car of Steve Pitts pulling away now. Wes McCutcheon up into the second spot. Danny Sawyer drops back to third. Here comes Jason Graham in the 4th spot, right behind him. We've got 230 down and 330 left to go. Your leader, the orange and blue car of Steve Pitts, 12.2. Last time by, Wes McCutcheon rolls over, coming to the chicane. That gives Danny Sawyer back second spot. Jason Graham now up into the 3rd spot. Then you got Wes McCutcheon coming back in 4th. Jonathan Hudson in 5th. Heath Brewster in 6th. Greg DeBoard in 7th. Mark Thomas in 8th. Braden Mahar in the 9th spot. Here comes your leader, round right now, the orange and blue car, watching the chicane, caution the chicane. That is clear. We're at the halfway point, 3 minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. Steve Pitts out in front, 13-2. Last time by for Steve, down the back straight and across the line with a 12.3. Jason Graham now up into the 2nd spot in that gray colored car, 12.3. Last time by for Jason. Danny Sawyer running in the third spot, 12-6. Then he's got Wes McCutcheon in fourth. Watch coming around in the center. They've got the leader, orange and blue car of Steve Pitts. 13.1 last time by.
Same red and black car. Next time by. And they did enough to do a stop and go.
3:30 down and 2:30 left to go. Jason Graham back up into that second spot. Danny Sawyer in third. Coming up on 4 minutes down and
red and black car. You need to do a stop and go. The red and black car that was in the lead. Go now. Go, go.
2 minutes left.
Less than 2 minutes to go. Steve Pitts out in front, the orange and blue car down the back straightaway. He's opened up to a 2.5 second advantage on Jason Graham. Jason Graham in that all-great car. Right behind him is Danny Sawyer and Jonathan Hudson. Three-way battle for that second spot right now with 1:30 to go. Jason Graham comes by 12-3. Danny Sawyer with a 12-6. Jonathan Hudson with a 12-6 as well. They are out in second, third, and fourth. And closing the gap on Steve Pitts. Steve comes by with a 13 flat. Jason Graham with a 12-7. They're coming around the 180 of the carousel. Watch the back straightaway. Watch the straightaway. That is clear. Here comes your leader down the front straightaway. Back straightaway now. Jason Graham in the second spot. Jonathan Hudson now up into third. Danny Sawyer dropping back to fourth with less than 1 minute to go. The orange and blue car is your leader. Down the back straightaway, the gray car is second spot. The white and red car of Jonathan Hudson is in third. This is a battle for that final position on the podium. The all gray car in the second spot. Oh, your leader, Steve Pitts, pulls off the track. Having a problem with this car and pulls off while out in front. Steve Pitts was leading most of the race. Now you've got Jason Graham out in front with less than 30 seconds to go. The all-gray car down the back straightaway. Out in front. In the second spot is the white and red car. He rolls over. Jonathan Hudson flips over. Gonna drop him back to about the fourth spot. We've got 10 seconds to go. Jason Graham out in front. Comes by the stripe. Comes by now is Danny Sawyer in the second spot. We're closing in on time. All sorts of chaos going on. That is time. Drivers finish the lap you're on. Here they come around down the straightaway now. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. They come down the way, and it's going to be Danny Sawyer taking the win. Danny Sawyer beats him out. Jason Graham finishes in second. And Wes McCutcheon finishes in third. Good run, guys.
You made him nervous.
Yeah, that's it.
We're going to hear about it.
Yeah, I know.
This spot over now. I'd rather be lucky as good anytime.
That is right. I threw it away right there at the end.
All right, race 29, get him checked in. Race 29.
I'm like, I'll catch him. I carried his dad. I was like, you're carrying him all the way to the wall.
Miles Chies, Dario Evangelista, David Penter, Tom Mason, Nick Smith, David Newman,
That was Clayton calling the top of the road. Oh, okay. Clayton was calling the top of the road. He's standing there next to the monitor. Next to the camera.
Watch it straightaway, guys. Caution on straight. Watch it. Let's go ahead and close the straightaway. Straightaway is closed. The lineup is going to be Michael on the 1, not checking in. There. Oh, we changed transponders on me. This guy.
This guy.
This guy. Okay. Henry on the 1, Fabio on the 2, Troy on the 3, Mick on the 4, Miles on the 5, Steven on the 6, Monty on the 7, Jason on the 8, David on the 9, and Todd on the 10.
45 seconds to start the race.
Here we go. Drivers ready. Turn marshals heads up. We are going to go on the tone. Amulet jumping out near the lead, your PEQ. Turns it a little early through the 180, drops it back into that second spot. Out in front now is Fabio, Evangelista, the green and the white car. In the second spot is the yellow car of Michael Amulet. With Jason Engel up into the third spot, Stephen McNichols in fourth, David Panther in fifth. The green and the white car out in front. Fabio, Evangelista. Michael Handlick in the second spot, about 1 second back. Go ahead and pull it. Jason Engel in the third spot. Here comes your leader down the back straightaway. Fabio comes through. Watching the center, guys. Caution the chicane. Watching the chicane. Just hold, and go. Go, go, go. Your leader, the green and white car on the back straightaway, Fabio Evangelista, 9.3 last time by. Michael Handlick about 1.5 seconds back. Leader on the back straightaway. Jason Engel starting to reel in. Handlick in the third spot. Second and third, about 0.8 of a second back.
I'm just trying to calm down.
Then you got David Panther running in the 4th spot. Todd Mason running in 5th. Miles Shanice in 6th. Nick Skinner in 7th. Troy Gummins in the 8th spot, and Stephen McNichols in 9th. 1:30 down and 6:30 left to go. Fabio out in front, 9.3 last time by. Comes by the stripe with a 9.2. Amulet with a 9.2 in the second spot. Watching the chicane, fixing the pipe. Ooh, quick, like a cat. Expert in that section. Green and white car still out in front. Fabio out in front, 9.1 that time by. Handlick with a 9.2, 1.5 seconds back. Then you got Jason Engel in the third spot, about another 1.5 seconds back. David Panther hanging on to the 4th spot. Right behind him is Nick Skinner. Miles Shanice in the 6th spot, right behind Nick. Your leader, that green and white car down the back straightaway. Fabio with a 9.4, Mike with a 9.4, Jason with a 9.5. Second place is that yellow car on the back straightaway. Then you got the white car of Jason Engel, about 1.5 seconds back in the 3rd spot. David Panther has Nick Skinner right behind him in 4th and 5th. Watching the chicane, guys, caution in the chicane. That is clear. 3 minutes down and 5 minutes left to go. Leader down the back straight and across the line with a 9.3. Handlick with a 9.7. Jason Engel with a 9.8. Everybody's starting to get spread out right now. Closest battle is for 6th and 7th with Todd and Troy battling out for 6th and 7th. Your leader around the carousel into the 180, the white and green car of Fabio Evangelista. 9.4 last time by. Back that up with another 9.4. We're at the halfway point. 4 minutes down and 4 minutes left to go. Second place car is the yellow car on the back straight now. 3 seconds behind your leader. Then you got Jason Engel. Watch the back straightaway. Stay high back straightaway. High back straight. That is clear.
Keep watering him up, son.
Jason Engel still hanging on to that third spot, about 3 seconds behind Hangulik. David Panther about a second and a half behind Engel in fourth. Nick Skinner about a half second behind him in the fifth spot. Panther in the third spot. Nick Skinner in fourth. They are right nose to tail down the back straightaway. Panther comes by with a 9.5. Skinner with a 9.5 as well. Round into the front section now. The blue and white car of Panther hanging on to that third spot. Skinner right behind him, watching him around the carousel. And that is clear. We've got less than 3 minutes to go. Less than 3 to go. Fabio out in front. The green and white car out in front, 9.5. Last time by for Fabio. Hangulik still about 4 seconds back in that second spot. Then you've got another 5 seconds back to David Panther in the third spot. Nick Skinner 3 seconds behind him in fourth. Todd Mason about 8 seconds back in fifth. Troy Gubbins a lap back in sixth, and another lap back to Stephen McNichols in seventh. Everybody spread out right now. 5:30 down and 2:30 left on the master clock. Race number 30 coming up next. Ma Touring Car B main event coming up next.
2 minutes left.
No close battles going on right now. We've got less than 2 minutes to go. White and green car of Fabio out in front, 9.6. That time by. Here comes Hangulik down the back straightaway, 9.5. Still 4 seconds behind your leader. 6:30 down and 1:30 left to go. Evangelista still out in front, 9.5. That time by. Hangulik still 4.5 seconds back. Michael with a 9.6. Here comes David Panther down the back straightaway with a 9.7. This is race number 29 on the track. Race number 30 coming up next.
One minute left.
7 minutes down and 1 minute left to go. Skinner starting to reel in. David Panther in that third spot. Panther comes by with a 9.8. Skinner with a 9.6. David Panther in that blue and white car on the back straightaway with 45 seconds to go. Comes by with a 9.7. Nick Skinner, 9.6. 1.3 seconds behind. You got 30 seconds to go. Panther 9.8, Skinner 9.5. Panther trying to hang on to that third spot. 9.8 to a 9.7 for Skinner. 15 seconds to go. David trying to hang on to that final podium position. 9.8 Skinner, 9.6. 5 seconds to go. This will be their white flag lap as they come around the carousel one final time. That is time. Drivers finish the lap you're on. Skinner trying to reel him in on that last lap. Panther coming down the inside and down the back straight. He wins. David Panther ends up in third. Skinner ends up in fourth. Taking the win in the 13.5B main event, Fabio Evangelista. Finishing in second, Michael Hangulik. All right, here we go. Race number 30 coming up. Let's get them checked in.
Race number 30.
On the main event. Coming up.
Brian Martin.
Watch the front, Brian. Watch the front. Watch the front.
Stephen Nichols. Michael Henley.
All right, straightaway is closed, guys. Let's get them gridded up. Michael on the 1, Steven on the 2, Brian on the 3.
One minute to the start of the race.
Here we go. Drivers ready, turn marshals, heads up, modified B main event. We're going to go on the
45 seconds to the start of the race.
zone. And you look your BQ out in front, the nice yellow car out in front. Second spot is that all great car of Stephen McNichols. Angela comes by with a 9-9, McNichols with a 10-6, Larkin with an 11-9. Your leader down the back straight again, Michael Hanlon with a 9.9, that time by. Pulling out to a 2-second advantage now on Stephen McNichols. 1 minute down and 5 minutes still to go. Leader by striking at 9.9, that time by for Michael. Steve McNichols with a 10 flat, a second and a half back. Brian Larkin about 4 seconds behind these guys in the third spot. 1:30 down and 4:30 left to go. Leaders coming around, Brian. Thank you. 2 minutes down and 4 minutes left to go. Handilik out in front, 10.1 last time by. Stephen McNichols with a 10.1 as well. This is race number 30 on the track. Race number 31 coming up next. And we're going to need some volunteer turn marshals for the next race. We're going to need a few volunteer turn marshals for the next race. The next race coming up is 21.5 GT12 A main event. Hanulik with a 10.2 last time by, out in front. Stretching that lead out to about 3 seconds now on Stephen McNichols. Just past the halfway point, 3 minutes down and 3 minutes left on the master clock. Hanulik out in front. Oh, airmails it down the back straightaway. Send it. Stephen McNichols now taking over the lead. Monty, don't be blocking the camera there, buddy. That was probably a great view of Hanulik coming flying at it. Stephen McNichols out in front now. He's got about a 2-second advantage on Michael Airmail Hanulik. 3:45 down and 2:15 left to go. Four minutes down and 2 minutes left on the master clock. Your leader, that all gray car of Stephen McNichols, the yellow car of Michael Hanulik. In the second spot, about a second and a half back. McNichols still leading the way in that all gray car down the back straight. Stephen comes by with a 10.2. Michael with a 10.1. 8/10 of a second separating your top 2 cars. Brian Larkin out there in the 3rd spot. Steve comes by with a 10.2. Michael with a 10.3. Five minutes down and 1 minute left to go. Michael Hanulik trying to make it a little interesting. About 7/10 of a second behind your leader. 50 seconds to go. Hanulik makes another mistake. Gives Stephen a little bit more breathing room. Down the back straight they come. Stephen with a 10.1. Michael with a 10.8. We got 45 seconds left on the master clock. Oh, Steve makes a little mistake. Here they come down the back straightaway. First and second. Nose to tail, the gray car out in front. Stephen McNichols with Michael Hanulik in the yellow car in second. Down the back straight they come. Stephen with a 10.3, Michael with a 10.1. Michael closing in on that 180, coming on the inside, looks on the inside, can't quite stick it. Through the chicane they come, down the back straightaway they go. Stephen with a 10.4, Michael with a 10.3. They're coming around through the 180 now, down the front straight. With 5 seconds to go, this is their white flag lap right here. Stephen and Michael battling out on the last lap. That is time. Michael goes on the inside, takes the spot away. It's maiden season in the middle of the track. There they come around the chicane one last time. And Stephen McNichols taking the win. Michael Hanulik finishing in second, and Brian Larkin finishing in third. That is a race. We can use some volunteer term marshals for the next race, guys. We're going to need some volunteer term marshals for the next race.
Last lap. Yeah, started with TJ. Oh, it was me.
He's a friend of mine. I can't say it, but I think that. And I had
All right. right, race number 31. Let's go ahead and get them checked in. I'll need some volunteer turn marshals. Anybody want to jump out there and help me out? Could use some volunteer turn marshals for the next race. Once again, need some volunteer turn marshals for the next race. Wait. 6 minutes. All right, straightaway is closed. I need some volunteer turn marshals. Anybody can jump out and help me out. We need some volunteer turn marshals to get this race started. Grid's gonna be Dana on the 1, Skip on the 2, Scott on the 3, Rick on the 4, William on the 5, Tim on the 6, Terrell on the 7, Chris on the 8, Olivia on the 9, and Rex on the 10. Once again, I can use a couple volunteer turn marshals for this race. Only had 3 drivers in that last race that would help us out. Anybody want to jump out and help us out? Okay, right there, son. The end of the back straight.
5 seconds to the start of the race.
One right here, perfect. Full board, here we go. Get our last marshal in position.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Here we go. Drivers are ready. Turn marshals, heads up. 21.5 GTR A main event. We're going to go on the toe. Dana Bells, your TQ in the GT12 class. That bright orange car lead the way as they come around. Skip Starkey looks on the inside. Skip goes on the inside, takes it through the chicane. They come down the back straightaway. Skip Starkey will lead. Lap number 1. Rick Philsticker up into the 2nd spot. Dana Bells dropping back to 3rd. Then you got Scott Jakes running in the 4th. Scott up into the 3rd spot now. Dana dropping all the way back to the 4th spot off the start. Here we go, we only got 30 seconds down and 5:30 still to go. Skip Starkey out in front in that all green car number 2, your 2nd qualifier in the GT12 class. This is an exhibition class here. Here we come around, first time running it here. That all green car down the back straightaway, got a car stuck in that front section. Tough break, losing a lot of spaces. Your leader coming around in the center, Skip Starkey, 11.3 last time by. Rick Philsticker in the 2nd spot, 11.6. Dana Bells working his way back up in the 3rd spot. Chris Crowder being shown in 4th, William Crotty in 5th. This is race number 31 on the track. Your leader coming into the carousel right now. That all green car is your leader. Watch it stuck in the pipe in the center. Your leader coming into the front section right now. That all green car is your leader. Then you got the all white car in 2nd. Dana Bells being shown in 3rd. Here comes your leaders into the back straight now. Skip Starkey comes by the stripe with 11.4. Philsticker with 11.7. Dana Bells with 11.4. Rex, that is your leaders you're running with, 2nd and 3rd behind. Your leader, that all green car of Skip Starkey. We've got 2 minutes down and 4 minutes still to go. Skip comes by with 11.5. Rick by with 11.5. Dana with 11.4. Watch the front straights. Leader behind you guys. Leaders behind you. Here we come around into the carousel now. That all green car out in front. You got a 3-way battle. Freight train right behind you, car 7. That is your top 3 cars right behind you, Terrell. Thank you very much. That green car is your leader, Skip Starkey, with Rick Philsticker in the 2nd spot, and Dana Bells working his way back up into the 3rd spot. Close battle down the back straightaway. Starkey with 11.4, Philsticker with 11.7, Dana 11.5. Dana looking for a place to get by Rick. They go side by side in that center section. Dana coming to get a drag race down the back straight with 3 minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. Starkey starting to pull away just a bit. He's got about a half second ahead. Dana goes on the inside, takes the spot away. Dana Bells up into 2nd now. Rick dropping back to 3rd. Here comes Dana Bells working his way back up and through the field. Here's your leader, the all-green car of Skip Starkey. Skip comes by this stripe with an 11.5. Dana with 11.5. Rick with an 11.9. Then you got William Crotty running in the 4th spot, about 8 seconds back. Terrell Bowen running in the 5th spot. Scott Jakes in 6th. Breck Rose in 7th. Chris Crowder in 8th. Tim Juarez in 9th. And Olivia Torrey in the 10th spot. 3:30 down and 2:30 left on the clock. Skip comes by with 11.7. Dana with 11.7 as well. Top 2 cars separated by 1 second right now as they come on to the back straightaway. Skip comes by with 11.4. Dana with 11.5. 1.1 seconds separating your top 2 cars with 2 minutes to go. Here comes your leader, Starkey by the stripe again with 11.6. Dana with 11.7. Open it up to a 1.3 second advantage now. And you got Rick Fieldsticker still in this 3rd spot, about a 1.5 seconds behind Dana. 4:30 down and 1:30 left on the master clock. Race number 32 coming up next. USGT, a main event coming up next. Your green car, Skip Starkey, still leading the way. Down the back straight he comes. In the 2nd spot is the orange car of Dana Bales. Skip comes by with 11.5, Dana with 11.6, Rick with 11.8 in 3rd. Your top 3 cars separated by 4 seconds right now on the track. Then you got a little ways back to William Crotty in the 4th spot. Terrell Bowen running in 5th. Scott Jakes up into 5th now. Scott Jakes up into 5th. Terrell Bowen dropping back to 6th. We've got less than 1 minute to go. Starkey still leading the way. 11.9 last time by. Dana Bales with an 11.7. Here we come with 45 seconds to go. Skip Starkey comes by with 11.7. Dana 11.5. Top 2 cars separated by 1.1 seconds. Here comes Dana Bales trying to close that gap with 35 seconds to go. Skip comes by with 11.7. Dana 11.5. 9/10 of a second separating your top 2 cars with less than 30 seconds to go. They come through the chicane one more time. Dana gets through there nice and clean. Skip comes by with 11.9. Dana 11.6. We've got 15 seconds to go. 6/10 of a second separating your top 2 cars. They're coming down the back straightaway. This will be their white flag lap this time by. Starting with 11.7, Dana with 11.5. Your leaders coming through the center section right now. This will be their white flag. Here comes Dana trying to close the gap. They come down the back with the dragons down the back straight. And Skip Starkey taking the win on the 2012 flag. Dana Bell ends up in 2nd. And Rick Fieldsticker ends up in 3rd. Good run, guys.
I gotta stop having good races. Man, I like I'm talking too much. Thanks for helping me.
Drinking together. What's next? We'll do it again. Is that right? What's your more work?
Race number 32.
All right, race 32. Let's get them checked in. USGT, a main event. Let's get them checked in.
Lenny Forrest, Scott Jakes, Brent Claypool, Myron Kennard, Arvin Ennis, Ryan Appleberry, Jeremy Masley, Danny Jenkins, Steve Wood.
All right, guys, straightaway is closed. Let's get them gridded up. Straightaway is closed. Manny on the 1, Brent on the 2, Danny on the 3, Jeremy on the 4, Arvin on the 5, Myron on the 6, Ryan Appleberry on the 7, Scott Jakes on the 8, and Steve on the 9. Space 9 is open.
One minute to start of the race.
Spot 9 stays open, goes on 10. All right, here we go. This is the USGT main event. Drivers ready. Turn marshals, heads up. We are going on the tone. Your TQ, Manny Flores out in front. Brent Clinkford in the second spot. Danny Jenkins in third. Brent looking for a spot to get by. Down the back straight they come. Drag racing. Manny Flores will lead the first time by. Brent Clinkford in second. Danny Jenkins in third. Jeremy Massalou in the fourth spot. Your top 4 cars pulling away. Danny Jenkins looking for a place to get by Brent as they come around the carousel and into the 180. Your top 4 cars already pulling away as they're freight training. Oh man, he makes a little mistake in the chicane. Brent Clinkforth up into the lead now. Manny dropping back to second. Danny in third. Jeremy in fourth. Ryan Appleberry not too far back in that 5th spot as they come down the back straightaway again. Brent with a 10-9. Manny with 11 flat. Danny with 11.2. Brent Clinkforth hanging on to that lead with Manny Flores all over his back wing as they come down the back straightaway. Top 5 cars all running together. That gold car of Brent Clinkforth out in front. The copper and flame car of Manny Flores in second. The silver car is Danny Jenkins with 4th spot of Jeremy Massalou. Ryan Appleberry in the 5th spot. Not too far behind Appleberry is Scott Jakes. Your leaders down the back straight and into the carousel. Brent Clinkforth out in front in that gold colored car. Right behind him is Manny Flores. 130 down and 430 left to go. Top 4 starting to pull away from Appleberry just a little bit. Down into the chicane now. Clinkforth a little late through the chicane. Has to check back up. Here comes Manny Flores. With Danny Jenkins watching the sweeper, stay low in the sweeper, stay low in the sweeper, it is clear. Top 3 cars running together now, they're starting to pull away from Jeremy just a bit. They're in the center right now. Brent Clinkforth 10.9, last time by, comes down the back straightaway. Brent with a 10.9, Manny with a 10.9, Danny with a 10.9. Top 3 cars are freight trained around. Oh, Danny makes a mistake. That gives Manny a little bit of breathing room in that 2nd spot. But now he's got Jeremy Massalou all over his back wing now. So you got 1st and 2nd, nose to tail. 3rd and 4th, nose to tail. And Ryan Appleberry in the 5th spot, just waiting for a mistake. Manny looks on the inside of Brent. Can't quite get the deal done. Brent hanging on to that spot. Manny Flores in 2nd, looking for a place to get by as they come down the back straightaway. 230 down and 330 left to go. You got Brent Clinkforth out in front, Manny Flores in 2nd, Danny Jenkins in 3rd, Jeremy Massalou in 4th, Ryan Appleberry in 5th, Myron Kennard in 6th, Scott Jakes in 7th, and Steve Cutie in the 8th spot. Oh, you'll hear traction wheels coming into the chicane. Brent Clinkforth goes from 1st to 5th right off the bat. In one section, now you've got Manny Flores out in front with Danny Jenkins all over his back bumper. And we got 3 minutes down and 3 minutes to go. Danny Jenkins all over the back bumper of Manny's and through the center section now. Manny Flores, your TQ in the USGT class, but he's got a whole rear wing full of that silver car of Danny Jenkins. Danny all over him, coming into the center section in the front straight. Oh, they get tangled up. Manny gets spun out a little bit. Danny Jenkins now out in front. Jeremy Massalou up into second now. Manny Flores drops back to third. That silver car now out in front. Car number 3 of Danny Jenkins out in front. Jeremy Massalou about a second back. Then you got about a second and a half back to Manny Flores. Myron Kennard up into the 4th spot now. Brent Klingforth in 5th. Ryan Appleberry running in the 6th spot. Scott Jakes in 7th, and Steve running in the 8th spot. We've got less than 2 minutes to go. Brent Klingforth all over the back wing of Myron Kennard as they come down the back straightaway. That's a battle for 4th and 5th. But your leaders right now coming down the back straight. Danny Jenkins with an 11 flat. Jeremy with an 11 flat as well. Brent stuffs it in the chicane again for the second time. 4:30 down and 1:30 left to go. Jenkins with an 11 flat. Jeremy with a 10-9. Top 2 cars separated by 4/10 of a second. Here comes your...
You got a straightaway.
Down the straight, Jeremy and Manny battling out for that 2nd and 3rd spot. Oh, and Jeremy's car pulls over. Manny goes by to take over that 2nd spot. Manny pulls over, lets him go back by. They're going to drag race down with 1 minute to go. Your leader, Danny Jenkins, now with a 4-second advantage out in front. It's a battle for 2nd right now with less than a minute to go. Jeremy Massalou in 2nd. Manny Flores right behind him around the carousel and into the 180. 2nd and 3rd, nose to tail. Then you got Myron Kennard in the 4th spot. Brent Klingforth in 5th. Ryan Appleberry in 6th. Scott Jakes in 7th. And Steve Keithy in the 8th spot. Closest battle right now with 30 seconds to go is still for that 2nd spot. Massalou hanging on to it, and Manny Flores backing up quite a bit. We've got 25 seconds left on the clock. Your leader by the stripe again, Danny Jenkins, 11.5, that time by. Jeremy Massalou with 11.2. Manny Flores, 11 flat. Myron Kennard with 11.2. Brent Klingforth with 11.1 in the 5th spot. We are closing in on time. They're coming around one more time. This will be there. This should be it. That is the time. Finish lap your line. Danny Jenkins, you are done with the win. Jeremy Massalou will finish in 2nd, and Manny Flores will finish in 3rd. That is the race, guys.
Good sell. Good sell. Brandon's transponder changed. I know, right? No, it's not mine. It's from his other car.
All right, race number 33. Let's get them checked in. 33, get them checked in.
Let's go, boys.
J.D. Ramsey, Mark Tyson, Jeff Mullen, James Massalou, Myron Kennard, Dan Dorsey, Alonzo Hess, Mike Penn, Jesse Castro, Brendan Nixon.
All right, guys, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Let's get them graded up. JD on the 1, Jesse on the 2, Mark Timeson on the 3, Myron Kennard on the 4, Jeff Mobley on the 5, Alonzo Hess on the 6, Dan Dorsey on the 7, Brandon Hickson on the 8, Mike Kling on the 9, and James Massalou on the 10.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Oh, we're backing up. Yeah, 8 minutes. This will be an 8-minute race. We should make them do a full Le Mans. They should stand over here, run all the way across the track, grab their transmitter. That would be pretty, wouldn't it?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we've got all our turn marshals in position. Here we go. This is an 8-minute race for the VTA A main event. Drivers ready, turn marshals heads up. We're gonna go on the tone. Bring that one back, Brian, push that one back. All right, here we go. Drivers ready, turn marshals heads up. We're going on the tone. JD Ramsey, your TQ, jumping out in the early lead. He's got Jesse Castro in the second spot with Mark Timeson in third. They are freight training around right now. Come down the back straightaway for the first full lap. JD Ramsey out in front, opening up to a 3/4 of a second advantage already on Jesse Castro. Mark Timeson running in the third spot. Alonzo Hess in fourth. Ramsey already opened up to a 1-second advantage. JD with 11.8 last time by. Jesse with a 12.2. They're coming around down the back straightaway again.
So, yo, you're gonna have to give that spot back.
JD Ramsey.
Gotta wait for the green car to get by you. Go. Go, Myron.
Here comes your lead around the carousel. JD Ramsey 11.8 last time by. Jesse Castro 11.7. Starting to reel in JD a bit as they come down the back straightaway. JD with 11.7, Jesse 11.9. 1 minute down and 7 minutes to go. This is an 8-minute VTA race. A main event on the track. JD with a 1.1 second advantage. Then you got Mark Timeson in the third spot. He's got Alonzo Hess right behind him in fourth as they come into the chicane. Down the back straightaway, third and fourth, nose to tail. Mike Kling not too far back in the fifth spot. James Massalu working his way up into the sixth spot right now. Start scratch to the field. Then you got Brandon Hickson in seventh, Jeff Mobley in eighth, Myron in ninth, and Dan in the 10th spot. 2 minutes down and 6 minutes still to go. JD with 11.9, Jesse with 11.9 as well. They come into the left side of the track through the chicane and down the back straightaway. JD Ramsey with a 12 flat, Jesse with a 12 flat. Your top two cars 1.2 seconds apart. Your battle right now is for that third spot between Mark and Alonzo. Oh, we got one flying off the track over there. Mark and Alonzo down the back straightaway. Mark Timeson hanging on to that third spot, 12.1. Alonzo Hess in the red car in the fourth spot. And you got Mike Kling running in fifth, not too far back. Third, fourth, and fifth on the back straightaway now with 2:30 down and 5:30 still to go. Watch it back straight. It is clear. Your leader coming through some lap traffic right now. JD Ramsey in the front section of the track, the bright red car down the back straightaway. Coming up on Dan and Myron, that is your leader behind you. 3 minutes down and 5 minutes still to go. Leader coming up behind you, Myron and Dan. Thank you. Second spot, not too far back in the bright pink car. 3:30 down and 4:30 left to go. JD Ramsey trying to run away. Jesse Castro not letting it happen. That bright pink car in the second spot. Mark Timeson running in third right here in front of us now. 3:30 down and 4:30 left on the master clock. JD Ramsey leading the way. Down the back straight he comes. Crosses the line with a 12.2. Second spot, Jesse Castro with a 12.1. 1.3 seconds separating your top two cars. Then you got about 4 second gap back to Mark Timeson in third. Alonzo Hess in fourth, 1 second back. Then you got right behind him is Mike Kling in the 5th spot. So close battle for 4th and 5th between Alonzo and Mike as they're coming around right now through the center. The red car and the white and green car. That is a battle for 4th and 5th, and they're closing in on Mark Timeson in 3rd. So going to be a 3-way battle here shortly. Your leader coming up on lap traffic. Looks like Jesse starting to close that gap on JD. 4:30 down and 3:30 left on the master clock. They're coming around right now. JD with a 12.2, Jesse with a 12.3. Your battle for that 4th spot though. Alonzo and Mike still going at it. Alonzo goes way high coming off the sweeper. Gives Mike a chance to close that gap. They're coming through the front section now. This is 4th and 5th, nose to tail. Alonzo has hanging on to that 4th spot. Mike Kling right behind him. Mike goes on the inside, takes it inside the line. They can't quite stick it. They're running clean, door handle, door handle. Mike waits for him. Good job, Mike. Alonzo has hanging on to the 4th spot. Mike Kling in 5th, right behind him. But look up front, Jesse Castro reeling in JD Ramsey. They're coming up on some lap traffic. JD Ramsey hanging on to it. Here comes Jesse Castro right behind him. Mike Kling, you got your leaders coming up on you. JD Ramsey out in front. Jesse Castro in 2nd. We got 5:30 down and 2:30 left to go. The bright red car is JD Ramsey out in front. Right behind him is the pink car of Jesse Castro. Coming into the carousel and into the 180. JD with a 12.2. Jesse with a 12.1. Here they come through the chicane and down the back straightaway. JD trying to pull away. 11.9 that time by for JD. Jesse with a 12.3. They're coming in the front section again. We're closing in on the 2 minutes to go. JD Ramsey out in front, 12 flat. Jesse Castro with a 12.1. Mark Timeson still hanging on to that 3rd spot, about 6 seconds behind your leaders. Mike Kling in 4th. Alonzo has in 5th. Here comes your leaders around the carousel and into the 180. Jesse all over the back bumper of JD Ramsey with 1:45 to go. Here they come down the back straightaway. JD tight around that carousel. Here they come into the 180. JD Ramsey with a 12.5. Jesse Castro 12 flat last time by. Here they come through the chicane and down the back straight. We've got 1:30 left on the master clock. JD pulling away just a little bit, but here comes Jesse Castro. Through the second half of the track, he seems to be a little bit faster. Down the back straight they come. JD with a 12.1, Jesse with a 12.1 as well. We got 1:15 left on the master clock. Top 2 cars still nose to tail as they come down the back straightaway. Dan, you got your leaders coming up on you soon. JD with a 12.2, Jesse with a 12.3. 7 minutes down and 1 minute left to go. One final minute for this BTA A main event. JD out in front, Jesse in the 2nd spot. 12 flat for both your top 2 cars. As they come through the center section, JD Ramsey trying to hang on to this win. He was the TQ in this class and has led wire to wire. But here comes Jesse Castro closing that gap with 30 seconds to go. Your leader, car number 1, JD Ramsey down the back straightaway, 12.3. Jesse Castro with a 12.3 as well. Into the center section now with 20 seconds to go. JD Ramsey still holding on. Here comes Jesse Castro as they come by the stripe. JD and Jesse both with 12.1. We've got 15 seconds to go. This should be their white flag lap this time by. Here they come down the back straightaway in a drag race with 5 seconds to go. White flag lap for JD Ramsey and Jesse Castro. Coming through the center of the track right now. JD hanging on to it. Jesse trying to get him around on through the chicane down the back straightaway. JD Ramsey taking the win in BTA class. Jesse Castro finishes in 2nd. Mark Timeson ends up in 3rd. That is the race, guys. Good run.
You almost gave it away there. A couple times. Yeah. What trade? What trade?
It was fast.
Get up there like an auctioneer.
Tracks real.
Hey, it's good.
All right, race number 34. Let's get him checked in. 34.
5 touring car. Avery May.
This is your A3 for 21.5 touring car. Let's get him checked in, guys.
Michael Speed.
Let's go, Max.
Larry Fairtrace. Mike G. Max Cooney. Manny Flores. Phil Sitter. Brent Klingford. Craig Xavier. Brian Hart.
All right, guys, straightaways closed. Let's get them graded up. Max is going to be on the 2, Brian on the 3, Mike on the 4, Craig on the 5, Michael on the 6, Bill on the 7, Brent on the 8, Manny on the 9, and Larry on the 10. Eric Anderson sitting this out after winning A1 and A2. He is your national champion in 21.5 touring car.
1 minute to
We
start
are
the race.
lined up to set up for the rest of the podium. We are set and to go. Drivers ready. Turn marshals heads up. We're gonna go on the tone. 21.5 A3 on the track. Oh, looks like Mike making a mistake coming in that section there, and they are all tangled up. That's going to give Brian Card the lead. Craig Xavier in second and pulling away. In the third spot is Manny Flores. Craig tagging that wall a little bit again. That's going to give Brian Card a chance to close that gap. Here they come through the center. Craig Xavier out in front of that gray car. Right behind him is Brian Card. In the third spot is Manny Flores with Mike G in the fourth spot. Larry Fairtrace in fifth, Mike Skeen in the sixth spot. Top 2 cars in the center right now. Craig Xavier 10.4. Brian Card with a 10.6. Mike G now up into the third spot, dropping Manny back to fourth.
Let's go, G.
Mike G trying to work his way back up. We've got 1 minute down and 5 minutes still to go. Leader's freight training around. Oh, your leader Craig Xavier makes a little mistake, able to get it back down. Xavier out in front, Brian Card in second. Mike G, the man on the move right now. 10-3 last time by for Mike G. Here they come down the back straightaway. Xavier with a 12.6, Card, or 10.6. Card with a 10.4, Mike G 10.4. We've got 1:30 down and 4:30 still to go. Here comes your top 3 down the back straightaway. Xavier with a 10.5, Card with a 10.5, G with a 10.5. Mike G up into the second spot. Brian Card dropping back to third as they come across the line again with 2 minutes down and 4 minutes still to go. Mike G, the man on the move right now. Here they come down the straightaway again. Craig Xavier with a 10.4. Mike G 10.4. Manny Flores 10.6. Then you got Brian Card in the 4th spot. Michael Skeen in the 5th spot. Larry Fairtrace in 6th. Max Kenning in the 7th spot. Bill Sidor in 8th. And Brent Klingforth in the 9th spot. Leader starting to pull away. Your top 2 cars starting to pull away from the 3rd place car of Manny Flores. Craig Xavier out in front of that all gray car. Mike G in the 2nd spot. Craig with a 10.5. Mike with a 10.4. Top 2 cars separated by 4/10 of a second. G really closing in hard on this lap. We've got 2:30 down and 3:30 left to go. Xavier with a 10.5. G with a 10.4. They're coming through the front section now. Oh, Xavier makes a little mistake. G goes on the inside, takes the spot away through the chicane. Mike G out in front. He's got Xavier all over his back wing right now as they come through the chicane. G makes a little bobble too, but Craig is right behind him as they come around into the carousel. 3 minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. Mike G out in front. Craig Xavier with a little mistake, drops back just a bit. G comes by with a 10.4, Xavier with a 10.9. Then you got Manny Flores in that bright yellow car, sitting in the 3rd spot, 10.4 for Manny. Michael Skeen up into the 4th spot with a 10.6. Brian Card in the 5th spot. Larry Fairtrace in 6. Max Kenning in the 7th spot. Bill Sidor in 8. And Brent Klingforth in the 9th spot. 3:30 down and 2:30 left to go. Your leader is Mike G, the white and pink car, down the back straightaway, pulling away. He's got a 1 second advantage now on Craig Xavier. 1 second behind him is Manny Flores. Then you got another 1 second back to Michael Skeen in the 4th spot. We've got 4 minutes down and 2 minutes left to go. This is race 34 on the track. 35 coming up next. 17.5 12 scale A3 coming up next. Your leader in the front section now through the chicane. Car number 4, Mike G, 10.4 that time by, stretching that lead out to 1.2 seconds on Craig Xavier. 4:30 down and 1:30 left on the master clock. Your leader coming in the front section and into the chicane now. The white car, number 4 of Mike G. Craig Xavier still about a second and a half back. Manny Flores trying to reel him in. Manny in the 3rd spot, about a half second away. We've got 5 minutes down and 1 minute left to go. Your leader into the chicane now, but here comes Manny Flores closing that gap on Craig Xavier. Xavier comes by 10.6, Manny with a 10.6 as well. 2nd and 3rd separated by a half a second as they come through the chicane now. That all gray car number 5 of Craig Xavier in second, 10.8. Manny Flores with a 10.6. Manny makes a little mistake coming off the sweeper. That's going to drop him back just a bit. You still got a battle between Michael, Brian, and Max for the 4th, 5th, and 6th spot. Here comes your leader coming through the traffic right now. 20 seconds to go. Mike G out in front. Manny Flores still trying to reel in Craig Xavier. But you got a whole pack of cars running together. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Your leader coming up on you guys. Here comes your battle for the 2nd spot with 5 seconds to go. This will be their white flag lap. Last lap to come around. You got Craig Xavier in 2nd. Manny Flores in 3rd as that's time. Finish the lap you're on. Here they come down the back straightaway. Manny. Craig's going to hang on to that 2nd spot. Manny finishing in 3rd. Winning A3, Mike G. So your overall champion in 21.5 already crowned was Eric Anderson, finishing in 2nd overall, Mike G. And finishing 3rd overall will go to Brian Card.
Up next, race number 35. 17.51-12 TH scale.
All right, 35. Let's get him checked in. 35. Get him checked in.
Joe Trandell, Cody Burke, Fabio Evangelista, Monty Penzgar, Chris Lockhart, Rick Fieldsdinger, John Byrne, Stick Starfield, Dana Vale.
Straightaway's closed, guys. Straightaway is closed. Let's get them gridded up. Dana on the 2, Joe on the 3, Cody on the 4, Chris on the 5, Fabio on the 6, Rick on the 7, Monty on the 8, John on the 9, and Skip on the 10.
One minute to start the race.
Need my turn marshals from that last race, guys. Need all my drivers from that last race back out and spread out. We are gridded up, just waiting on turn marshals, guys.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Here we go.
How we going, PJ?
Drivers are ready. Turn marshals, heads up. We're gonna go on the tone. 17.5, 12 scale, A3 on the track. Sean Rayfield taking the wins in A1 and A2. Sitting this one out as your overall champion. Dana Bells leading the way now with Joe Trendell in the second spot. They're already starting to pull away from Cody Burke. Top two cars nose to tail. Dana makes a little mistake. Gives Joe a chance to close that gap. Here they come around in the front 180 and around the center. Dana Bells in the bright orange car out in front. Fluorescent yellow car of Joe Trendell in second. Then about a quarter of a second back, you got Cody Burke in the third spot. Chris Lockhart in fourth. Fabio Evangelista in fifth. Rick Philsticker in sixth. Monty Panzica in seventh. John Barron in eighth. And Skip Starkey in ninth. These guys are freight training around now, moving along. Your leader, that bright orange car, number 2 of Dana Bales. 1 minute down and 7 minutes still to go. Dana comes by with a 9.5. Last time by, back up the 9.6, watching the chicane. That is clear. Top two cars coming around. Just stay right there, Ryan. Yeah, just stay there, Ryan. Dana with a 9.6. Last time by, it's a drag race down the back straightaway. Joe Trendell right behind him as they're coming through the center section now. The orange and yellow cars battling out for first and second down the back straightaway. Bales with a 9.6, Joe with a 9.7. They come through the center section again. Orange and yellow, nose to tail, starting to pull away from the third place car of Cody Burke. Down the back straight they come Bales and Joe with a 9.7. Dana in the orange car, Joe in the yellow car. Here they come through the chicane, down the back straight again. They are nose to tail. Dana with a 9.8, Joe with a 9.9. Through the front section now, they're starting to really pull away from Cody in the third spot. They got about a second and a half back to third spot. Joe looking for a place to get by Dana, all over his back wing through the chicane and down the back straightaway. Dana with a 9.8, Joe with a 9.7. Through the 180 and around the center section. Joe looking for a place to get by, just can't quite find a spot. Then you got Cody Burke running in the third spot. Fabio in fourth. Chris Lockhart in fifth. Leaders coming up on Skip. That is your leaders. Thank you, sir. Bright orange car still out in front with Dana Bales. 9.7 last time by. Joe Trendell with a 9.8. Through across the stripe, both of them with a 9.7. That time by. Here they come through the front section and into the chicane. Oh, Joe hits that flapper just a little bit, loses about a 10. We've got 3 minutes down and 5 minutes still to go. This is race number 35 on the track. 36 coming up next. Your leaders still coming through that center section. Monty, you got your leaders coming up on you next. Dana Bales out in front, got one upside down in the center. Leaders coming through soon. Dana Bales out in front of that bright orange car. Start to pull away just a tiny little bit from Joe. And then Joe starts reeling them back in. They're going to be coming upon some lap traffic here shortly. Down the back straight they come. Dana with a 9.9. Joe with a 9.9 as well. Joe all over his back wing as they're coming into the front section now. Into the chicane. Oh, Dana makes a mistake. They tangle up. Joe goes on the inside. Takes the spot away. Joe Trendell out in front. Dana Bales in the second spot. Dana trying to take back that lead with 3:45 down and 4:15 left to go. Top two cars nose to tail. They just swap position. Joe Trendell out in front. Dana Bales in second. Fabio in third in the green and the white car. About a second and a half back. Then you got Cody Burke running in fourth. About a second behind them. John Barron running in fifth. Rick Philsticker in sixth. Chris Lockhart in seventh. Monty Panzica in the eighth spot. And Skip Starkey in ninth. Leaders coming up on lap traffic. Oh, Chris gets hung up on the pipe. Joe gets hung up on the pipe a little bit. And back out, loses quite a bit of ground. Dana loses about 2 seconds now on Joe. Here comes Cody in the third spot, about a second and a half back. 4:30 down and 3:30 left on the master clock. Race number 36, 17.5 A3. Coming up next, 17.5 touring car A3. Coming up next. Your leader coming through some lap traffic, that bright fluorescent yellow car right behind, down the back straightaway. Rick, that is your leader right behind you. Rick, that is your leader behind you. Joe Trendell out in front. Second spot next. Rick. $5:45 down and 2:15 left to go. Your leader is that bright fluorescent yellow car of Joe Trendell. Dana Bell's about a second back in that second spot. Then you got Cody Burke battling with John Barron for third and fourth. Fabio not too far back in the fifth spot. We've got less than 2 minutes to go. This is race 35 on the track. 36 coming up next. Leader crossing the line again, Joe Trendell with a 10 flat, Dana Bells with a 10-1, Cody Burke comes by with a 10-2, John Barron with a 10-2 as well. Closest battle right now is for third, fourth, and fifth. Cody comes by with a 10-1, John with a 10-3, Fabio with a 10-4. Oh, Cody makes a little mistake. There they come side by side through the center section. John Barron up into the third spot now. Fabio up into fourth. Cody drops back to fifth. They're around the carousel. Third, fourth, and fifth. Nose to tail with 1 minute to go. John Barron up into the third spot. Fabio in fourth. It's a freight train coming through the 180 right now. That all green car is third spot with 1 minute to go. Oh, he makes a mistake under the chicane. The green and white car now up into third. Fabio up into the third spot. Cody back up into fourth. And John Barron dropping back to fifth. We've got 45 seconds left to go. They are coming around. Fabio out in the third spot. Cody Burke right behind him in fourth, and John Barron in fifth. We've got 30 seconds to go. Joe Trendell still leading the way with Dana Bells in second. Top two cars still separated by 1 second. Then you've got that close battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Fabio in the green and white car in third. Cody Burke in the white and red car in fourth. And right behind is the all-green car of John Barron with 15 seconds to go. Here comes your leader down the back straightaway again, but your close battle is still for third, fourth, and fifth as they come onto the back straightaway. This will be their white flag lap to battle out one last time. That is time. Finish lap, you're on. Dana, you're done. Joe, you're on a victory lap. Here comes your third, fourth place finish. Fabio is going to take third, Cody fourth, and John Barron fifth. Joe Trendell coming down to win A3. So your overall champion in 12 scale 17.5, Sean Rayfield. Finishing in the second spot overall will be Joe Trendell, and Dana Bells will finish in third overall. Race number 36, hold on for 1 second. All right, race 36, let's get them checked in. Turn marshals, take your position. Race 36, let's get them checked in. This race is still up for grabs. 17.5 touring car, still up for grabs.
Fritz Xavier.
Alright guys, straightaways closed except for Andrew. Andrew, go ahead, come through, watch it through the straightaway here. Alright, all cars are checked in. Let's get them gridded up. Go ahead, Andrew. Alright, grid's going to be John on the 1, Mike on the 2, Eric on the 3, Craig on the 4, Jeff on the 5, Andrew on the 6, Bill on the 7, Michael on the 8, Mark on the 9, and Michael Hendulik on the 10.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
This race is still up for grabs. Winning A1 went to John Dixon. Eric Anderson finished taking the win in A2. This is still up for grabs for anybody. This is race 36, 17-5, A3. Drivers ready. Hang on 1 second. All right, here we go. Drivers ready. Turn marshals heads up. We're gonna go on the tone. A3, 17-5 touring car on the way. John Dixon traction rolls coming out of that carousel. Whole cars side by side battling out. Dixon traction rolls again coming into the chicane. Drops in about 8th spot. Leading the way now is Craig Xavier with Eric Anderson in the 2nd spot. Mike G in 3rd. They are freight training around once they get settled in. Eric Anderson goes on the inside, takes over the lead spot. EA now out in front. Mike G in 2nd. Craig dropping back to 3rd. Here they come through the chicane, down the back straightaway. The white, pink, and blue car of Eric Anderson, 10.1 last time by. Mike G with a 10.2 in the bright pink car in 2nd. Then Craig Xavier running in 3rd. Mark Livermore in 4th. John Dixon in 5th. Michael Skeen in the 6th spot. Jeff Rowland in 7th. Andrew Ellis in 8th. Bill Sidor in 9th. Michael Handulik in the 10th spot. 1 minute down and 5 minutes still to go. EA out in front. Down the back straight, he comes with a 10 flat. Mike G with a 10 flat as well. Craig Xavier, 10 flat. They're starting to pull away from your 4th place car of John Dixon. EA comes by again with a 10-2. G with a 10.3. Craig Xavier, 10.1. Top 3 cars, nose to tail, down the back straight. Oh, Craig makes a mistake through the chicane. That's going to drop him back. Oh, and he traction rolls, or somebody can traction roll through the sweeper. Was that Dixon that came around there? Let's see who that was when they come by. So you got Xavier in 3rd. Dixon going to go all the way down. Watching in the centers. Walking, broken. That is clear. Mike G now taking over the lead. Mike G pulled the inside, coming down the back straightaway and takes over the lead. Eric Anderson drops back to 2nd. Craig Xavier in 3rd. Your top 3 cars have pulled away. Then you've got Craig Livermore in 4th. Michael Skeen in the 5th spot. Your leaders down the back straightaway. Mike G with a 10.1. Eric Anderson with a 10 flat. Trying to reel him back in. Your top 2 cars separated by 0.2 of a second. Eric taps that chicane wall just a bit, drops back. They're about 0.4. Here he comes again through the 180 around the center section. Into the chicane again. Anderson trying to drag race Mike G down the back straightaway. 2:30 down and 3:30 left to go. Craig Xavier still sitting back there in that 3rd spot, waiting for a mistake to happen as they come down the straightaway. Mike G out in front. Eric Anderson in 2nd. They come through the section now, through the chicane and down the back straightaway. Mike G with Eric Anderson, both of them 10.2. Craig Xavier with a 10.2 as well. Here they come around. Eric Anderson looking for a place to get by. We've got 3 minutes down and 3 minutes left on the master clock. Top 2 cars still nose to tail. Craig Xavier not too far back in that 3rd spot, just waiting for a mistake. Then you got Mark Livermore in the 4th spot. Michael Skeen in the 5th spot. Anderson all over that back bumper of your leader, Mike G. Both of them with a 10.2 last time by. We've got 3:30 down and 2:30 left on the master clock. Drag race down the straightaway again. G with a 10.1. Anderson 10.2. They are still nose to tail, coming through down to the back straightaway. Less than 2:30 left on the master clock. Your top three really pulling away. Livermore still hanging on to that 4th spot. Steen in 5th, Roland in 6th, Andrew Ellis in 7th, Bill Sidor in 8th, John Dixon in the 9th spot. But here comes your battle through the front chicane right now, down the back straightaway. Mike G still hanging on to that spot. Eric goes around the outside, around the carousel. Can't quite stick the deal. They hold it real tight through the center chicane now. Down the back straightaway, Eric has to check up just a little bit. Here comes Craig Xavier right behind him. It's going to be a 3-way battle for the overall for this finish at 8-3. Mike G makes a mistake. They come down the front back straightaway. Eric Anderson now out in front. Craig Xavier in the 2nd spot. Mike G drops back to 3rd. 1:30 left on the master clock. EA out in front, 10.2 last time by. Craig Xavier with a 10.5. They come through the chicane and down the back straightaway. Around the sweeper they come. Mike G has Mark Livermore right behind him for 3rd and 4th in this A3. This is 17.5 touring car A3. G tagging the wall right again here in front of us with Livermore still right behind him. Here comes your leaders down the straightaway. Watch the end of the sweeper. Got your leaders coming up on you. Thank you very much. Less than 1 minute to go. Eric Anderson pulling away. He's got a 1-second advantage now on Craig Xavier. Anderson comes by with a 10.1. Xavier with a 10.2. Then you got Mike G in the 3rd spot with Mark Livermore in 4th. Michael Skeen in 5th. It's a whole pack of cars freight training around for 3rd through 8th. These guys are all running together and all in position. 30 seconds to go. You got Eric Anderson pulling away with a 1-second advantage. That closest battle is still that freight train for 3rd through 8th as they're all running together with 20 seconds to go. Anderson just trying to keep it between the boards and keeps pulling away. Mike G starting to pull away just a bit in 3rd as we got 10 seconds to go. Here comes Anderson down the straightaway one more time. This will be his white flag lap. 10.4 that time by for EA as we're coming up on time. Everybody gets by for one final lap. This is it. That is the time. Here comes Eric Anderson down the back straightaway. Taking the win at A2 and A3. So Eric Anderson, your national champion in Roar Carpet on road for 17.5 touring car. Finishing in the 2nd spot in A3, Craig Xavier, and finishing in 3rd, Mike G. So Eric Anderson, your overall champion. Finishing in 2nd overall in 17.5, John Dixon. And finishing in 3rd overall in 17.5 touring car, Mike G.
Up next, race number 37. 151-12 THC.
All right, race 37. Get him checked in. 37. Get him checked in.
Jason Nichols, Cole Williams, Troy Bevel, Stuart Mason.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Lineup's going to be Donnie on the 2, Kevin on the 3, Stuart on the 4, Jason on the 5, Colton on the 6, and Troy on the 7.
1 minute to start the race.
Read it up, Donnie. All right, looks like we are ready to rock and roll. Drivers ready, turn marshals, heads up. 12 scale modified A3, we're gonna go on the tone. Kemp Anderson taking the win in A1 and A2 is your national champion. Donnie Leah now taking over the lead in A3, trying to take that second spot overall. That all yellow car out in front. In the second spot is Kevin Hebert with Stuart Mason all over his back wing as they're coming around into the front section. That bright orange car of Kevin Hebert with an 8.2. Stuart Mason with an 8.2 as well as they're coming through the center. Close battle for second and third. Stuart Mason all over the back wing of Kevin Hebert as they come into the 180 and around into the front section now. Donnie Leah pulling away, 8 flat last time by. Kevin Hebert with a 7.9. Stuart Mason with an 8.4. Jason Engel running in the 4th spot. Troy Gubbins in 5th. Colton Keeper in the 6th spot. 1 minute down and 7 minutes still to go. Race number 38 coming up next. 13.5 12 scale A3 coming up next. Your leader, that all yellow car in the front section now. Down the back straightaway, Donnie Leah come by with a 7.8 that time by. He's opened up to a 1 3/4 second advantage on Kevin Hebert. Kevin down the back straight right now comes by with an 8.2. Stuart Mason about 3/4 of a second back in that blue and white car. Jason Engel about 3 seconds behind Stuart in the 4th spot. We got 1:45 down and 6:15 left to go. This is race 37 on the track, race 38 coming up next. Donnie Leah out in front, 7.8 last time by. Backs it up with another 7.9. Here comes Kevin by with an 8 flat. Stuart with an 8 flat as well. Leah with a 3-second advantage now on Kevin Hebert. Stuart Mason in the 3rd spot. Leah with a 7.8 last time by, sets his fast lap last time by. We've got 2:30 down and 5:30 still to go. Leader coming through the chicane right now. That all yellow car of Donnie Leah, 7.9 last time by. Kemp Anderson taking the win in A1 and A2, your overall champion. Donnie Leah sitting in the 2nd spot right now with 2 2s. Kevin Hebert in the 3rd spot. And overall, Kevin Hebert sitting 2nd on the race right now with Stuart Mason about a 1.5 back. 3:30 down and 4:30 left to go. Leah with another 7.9 last time by, backs that up with an 8 flat. We're at the halfway point, 4 minutes down and 4 minutes left to go. Donnie Leah out in front. Open up to a 6-second advantage now on Kevin Hebert. Stuart Mason about a 1.5 seconds back in the 3rd spot. Watching the carousel, caution in the carousel. 4:30 down and 3:30 left to go. Leah was getting hung up in the carousel, still hanging on to that lead. Kevin Hebert about a 1/2 second back now. 4:30 down and 3:30 left on the master clock. Leah down the line with an 8 flat. Kevin Hebert with an 8 flat as well. Top 2 cars separated by about 3/4 of a second. Leader hit the stripe again. Donnie Lee with an 8 flat. Kevin Hebert with an 8.2. Stuart Mason still hanging on to that 3rd spot. About 4 seconds behind Hebert. Jason Angle in 4th. Troy Govins in 5th. Colton Kiefer in the 6th spot. Six minutes down and 2 minutes left on the master clock. Race number 38, 13.5, 12 scale coming up next.
2 minutes left.
Less than 2 minutes to go. Less than 1:30 on the master clock. Donnie Leah out in front, 8.6. Last time by for Donnie, coming up on some lap traffic. Down the back straight he comes with an 8.1. That time by. He's got a 2-second advantage on Kevin Hebert. Stuart Mason running in the 3rd spot. 7 minutes down and 1 minute left on the master clock. Race number 38 coming up next. .45 seconds left on the master clock. Donnie Lee have been out in front the entire race. Kevin Hebert in 2nd. Stuart Mason in 3rd. No real close battles right now as we got less than 30 seconds to go. .15 seconds left on the master clock. Race number 38, 13.5, 12 scale coming up next. That is time, drivers. Finish the lap you're on. Donnie taking a win in A3. That'll put him 2nd overall. Kevin Hebert finishing in 2nd. That'll put him 3rd overall. That is a race, guys. Donnie Leah taking a win in A3. Kevin Hebert finishing in 2nd. And Stuart Mason finishing in 3rd.
Up next, race number 38, 13.51-12 THCA. 8 remain.
All right, guys, go ahead and get them checked in. Race number 38, let's get them checked in.
John Dixon, Eric Anderson, Larry Fairtrace, Cody Burke, Sean Rayfield, Max Cooney, Dana Bales, Billy Spencer, John Barron.
need a volunteer or two. Anybody can help jump out and turn marshal this race. That would be helpful. All right, straightaway is closed, guys. Let's get them gridded up. Straightaway is closed. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Grid's going to be John on the 2, Eric on the 3, Dana on the 4, Max on the 5, Cody on the 6, Larry on the 7, John Barron on the 8, Sean on the 9, and Billy on the 10.
There's only 2 more races. This one,
All right, looks like we are good. I need a marshal in front of the driver's stand. Somebody, yep, perfect. Those 2 guys there, yep. All right, guys, here we go. Race number 38, 13-5, 12 scale. Drivers ready, turn marshals, heads up. We're gonna go on the tone. Joe Trendell sitting this one out, taking the win in A1 and A2. Second and third still up for grabs. John Dixon, first time by, out in front. In the second spot is EA in that bright pink car. Right by him is Dana Bells. Larry Fairtrace in fourth, Cody Burke in fifth.
Go wide, exiting the sweeper.
Watching after the sweeper, it is clear. John Dixon comes by with a 9 flat, EA with an 8.8. Really closing that gap now. Then you got a little bit back to Cody Burke in the third spot with Larry Fairtrace in fourth. Top 2 cars hitting the back straight right now. The teal car number 2 up, Eric Dixon with an 8.8. Eric Anderson car number 3 running in the second spot with a 9 flat. Cody Burke with a 9 flat. Larry Fairtrace 9.1. We've got 1 minute down and 7 minutes still to go. This is race number 38 on the track. Race number 39 coming up next. Leader coming through some lap traffic already and pulling away. Dixon with an 8.8. Eric with a 9.1. John Dixon with a 2.5 advantage now on Eric Anderson. Dixon with an 8.8 again. Eric with a 9.1, sitting in that second spot. We've got 1:30 down and 6:30 still to go. Cody Burke in the third spot, about a 2.5 behind Eric. Larry Fairtrace hanging on to that fourth spot, about 5 seconds behind Cody. About 2 seconds behind Cody. Watch coming onto the straight, guys. Caution coming onto the straight. It is clear. 2 minutes down and 6 minutes left on the master clock. Your leader coming through the chicane. That teal car number 2 down the back straight. 9 flat. That time by for John Dixon. Eric Anderson with a 9 flat in the second spot. Cody Burke sitting in the third spot, about a 2.5 behind Eric. We've got about 2:30 down and 5:30 still to go. Leader through the chicane and on to the back straightaway. John Dixon with an 8.9. That time by. Open up to a 2-second advantage on Eric Anderson. Cody Burke starting to reel in Eric just a little bit as we're closing in on 3 minutes down and 5 minutes still to go. Leader coming across the stripe, Dixon with a 9.1. Here comes EA by with a 9.2. Cody Burke with a 9.1. 1 second behind Eric. Then you got Billy Spence, Max Kenning, and John Barron battling out for third, fourth, and fifth. Fourth, fifth, sixth, sorry. I'm talking all weekend. Leader into the 180 right now, John Dixon, 9.1. Last time by, comes down by the stripe again, 9.1 again. Eric and Cody battling out now for that second spot. Cody starting to reel him in. Your leader coming up on some lap traffic around the carousel and into the 180. We've got 4 minutes down and 1 minute left to go. This is your battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Max, Billy, and John going at it in the center of the track. Max Kidding hanging on to that 4th spot. Billy Spence in 5th. John Barron in 6th. The leader closing up on him to put him a lap down, but that's still the closest battle on the track right now. 3-way battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. We've got about 4:30 down and 3:30 still to go. Leader coming up on you guys, Max, Billy, and John. That is your leader coming through. Oh, John hits that wall, going to drop all the way back, about 4 spots right there. 4:30 down and 3:30 left on the clock. John Dixon out in front, Eric Anderson about 2.5 seconds back. Then you got Cody Burke about a half second behind him. Cody Burke on the move right now, trying to reel in EA with 3 minutes to go. Eric Anderson, the bright pink car on the back straightaway. Cody Burke in the white one behind him, trying to reel him in. Watching the chicane, caution the chicane. That is, oh, wheelie coming off. It is clear. .245 left on the master clock. Your leader coming through some traffic down the back straightaway. 9.3, that time by for John. Got it. John now has a 3-second advantage on Eric Anderson. Cody Burke about a second behind EA in the 3rd spot.
Hey, it's fine. Try not to move too much. Yeah. Velcro's worn out. Don't hit too much.
6 minutes down and 2 minutes left to go. Your leader in the chicane, John Dixon down the back straightaway. 10.3 that time by. Eric Anderson starting to reel him in as they come through the center chicane now. Down the back straight they come. Dixon comes by the line with a 9.6. Eric with a 9.5. We've got 1:45 left to go. Dixon is out in front. Anderson closing that gap. John with a 9.4, Eric with a 9.3. Then not too far back is Cody Burke in the 3rd spot. They come down with 1:30 left on the clock. Your leader coming through the front section now. That teal, car number 2 of John Dixon, comes by the stripe with a 9.4. Eric with a 9.4. Cody Burke with a 10 flat, your 3rd place car. We've got 1:15 left on the clock. They come by the stripe again. Top 2 cars separated by 4/10 of a second. Through the center and down the front straight. John Dixon comes by the stripe with a 9.4. Eric with a 9.5. We've got 1 minute to go. Joe Trendell, your national champion in 13.5 12 scale. This is a battle for 2nd and 3rd overall. You've got John Dixon hanging on to that spot. Eric Anderson in 3rd. 2nd, sorry. Coming around down the straightaway now. Into the front back straight with 30 seconds to go. Dixon with a 9.4, Anderson with a 9.3. Oh, your leader gets stuffed into the carousel underneath the board. Eric Anderson now taking over the lead with 20 seconds left to go. Dixon drops all the way back to the 3rd spot. Cody Burke up into 2nd. 15 seconds left on the master clock. Eric Anderson out in front in A3. Cody Burke in the 2nd spot. That is time, drivers. Finish the lap you're on.
John Barron done. Max Gooding done. Billy Spence done. Eric Anderson done.
That is the race, guys. Taking the win in A3. Eric Anderson finishing in 2nd. Cody Burke and John Dixon finishing in 3rd. Your overall for 13.5 12 scale, Joe Trendell is your champion. Finishing in the 2nd spot overall, John Dixon. And finishing in 3rd overall, Eric Anderson. Let's get those cars shut down, come back out. One last race of the day. Race number 39, Mod Touring Car, A3.
Race number 39. Modified giant car. Avery, Maine.
All right, guys, get them checked in. Race number 39. Get them checked in.
Zach Donovan. Brandon Clement. Johnny Fenway. Stuart Mason. Jay Blunt. Tim Anderson. Chris Adams. Denver Ellis. Colton Kiefer.
Carpet's worn out.
Put it back this way so it won't be as.
All right, guys, straightaway is closed. Let's get them gridded up. Straightaway is closed. Line them up. Chris Adams on the 2, Kemp Anderson on the 3, Andrew Ellis on the 4, Stuart Mason on the 5, Brandon Clements on the 6, Johnny Fenimore on the 7, Colton Kiefer on the 8, Shea Blunt on the 9, and Zach Donovan on the 10. Here we go. Drivers ready. Turn marshals, heads up. Mod touring car A3. We're going to go on the tone. Kevin Hebert, your overall champion, sitting this one out, winning in A1 and A2. Here they come down the backstretch for the first time. Chris Adams out in front with Kemp Anderson in the 2nd spot. They're already pulling away from Andrew Ellis in 3rd. Adams with a 9.5, Kemp with a 9.5 as well. They come through the chicane and down the back straightaway. Adams with a 9.6, Kemp with a 9.6. They've already pulled away to a 1 second advantage on Andrew Ellis. Then you got Stuart Mason in the 4th spot. Brandon Clements in 5th, Johnny Fenimore in 6th, Shea Blunt in 7th, Zach Donovan in 8th, Colton Kiefer in 9th. Watching the chicane, watching the chicane. That is clear. Good job, guys. Here comes your leader, the white and orange car, number 2 of Chris Adams. 9.7 last time by, comes by the stripe with a 9.6. Kemp Anderson in the 2nd spot, about 0.4 of a second back. 1 minute down and 5 minutes still to go. Down in the front section, through the chicane, your leader, car number 2 of Chris Adams. 9.5, that time by, opening up to a half-second advantage now on Kemp Anderson. Andrew Ellis in that bright fluorescent yellow car, hanging on to 3rd. Stuart Mason battling out with Brandon Clements in 4th and 5th. Then Johnny Fenimore hitting that 6th spot. Shea Blunt in 7th, Zach Donovan in 8th, Colton Kiefer in the 9th spot. Leader by the stripe again, Adams with another 9.5. Kemp in the 2nd spot with a 9.6. Top 2 cars separated by 0.8 of a second right now. Adams by with another 9.6. Watch the straightaway, watch the straightaway, it is clear. Here comes Chris Adams, your leader, coming through some lap traffic, a bright orange and a white car. In the lead, Kemp Anderson in that teal car running in the 2nd spot. Also coming through that same lap traffic. Down the back straight they come. Top 2 cars separated by about a half a second right now as they come through the chicane and down the back straightaway. 2:30 down and 3:30 left on the master clock. Chris Adams 9.6 last time by, Kemp Anderson with a 9.6. They come down the straightaway again. Adams with a 9.6, Kemp with a 9.6 as well. Top 2 cars separated by 0.6 of a second. And you got Andrew Ellis out there by himself in the 3rd spot, about 3 seconds back. 2 seconds behind them is Stuart Mason battling out with Brandon Clements. 3 minutes down and 3 minutes to go. Adams and Anderson out in front. Oh, Adams makes a small little mistake. They come down to the back straightaway now. Adams comes by with a 9.8, Anderson with a 9.9. Last race of the day on the track right now. Kevin Hebert, your national champion in mod touring car. Battle for second and third overall right now. Chris Adams out in front. Kemp Anderson in the second spot. Adams can fly 9.6. Anderson with a 9.6 as well. Through the chicane and down the back straightaway they come. Adams with a 9.8. Anderson 9.7. Top two cars still separated by 0.6 of a second. Johnny, that's your leaders. Thank you. Second spot behind you now, Johnny.
2 minutes left.
Adams with a 9.7, Anderson with a 9.6. Less than 2 minutes to go. Adams with a 9.8, Anderson 9.6. Your top two cars, nose to tail, coming onto the back straightaway. Leaders coming up on you in the sweeper. Here they come around. Both of them with a 9.8. We've got 1:45 left to go. Through the chicane they come down the back straightaway. Chris Adams with a 9.7. Kemp Anderson 9.6. Top two cars separated by 0.2 of a second. Here comes Kemp Anderson reeling him back in with 1:30 to go. Shay, you got your leaders coming up on you soon. Adams with a 9.7, Anderson with a 9.7 as well. Down the back straight, it's a drag race down the back straight with Adams with 9.6 and Kemp with a 9.6 also. Closing in on 1 minute to go. This is a battle for that second and third spot overall. Chris Adams out in front, Kemp Anderson in that second spot. Through the front straight they come. Exactly 1 minute left on the master clock. They come by. Adams with a 9.6, Anderson 9.5. 0.3 of a second separating your top two cars. Here they come through the chicane and down the back straight. 9.6 and 9.5 for Anderson. Anderson hits the board just a tiny bit. Steps back just a little bit. We still got 40 seconds to go. Adams with a 9.7, Anderson with a 9.8. Here they come around into the front section again. Down the back straight, they drag race. Adams with a 9.8, Anderson with a 9.9. 25 seconds left on the master clock for your top two cars. Trying to decide who's going to be second and third overall this weekend with 15 seconds to go. Adams with a 9.8 and Anderson 9.7. They're down the back straight away. This is going to be close to get by for one more time. 9.7 for both of them as they come through right now through the chicane. We're closing in on time. The drag race, that is time. Adams, you are done, taking the win. Anderson finishing in second. And Jurellis finishing in third. So, taking the win in modified touring car, Kevin Hebert. Finishing in second, Chris Adams. And Kemp Anderson finishing in third overall. Give us a little bit. We'll do trophy presentations for your age shortly. 3:45. We'll do trophies, so about 10 minutes.
I'll do EA's post award first.
I started to nod off.
What do you think about it? Let's do read on start with the TQ. The A. Okay. Like a day these last week.
It'll be longer than that. Because I told her between 4 and 4:30 it's started at 4:30.
Ready 4:10.
But she gets here before then.
All right, guys, we'll start doing trophies about 4:10. Got to take a little bit of a break. We'll get things set up and ready to go.
Yeah, the trophy girls for the back.
Well, I didn't show you. But that way it gives us a chance to shut this stuff down and get it all boxed up together.
Yeah. As long as you've printed everything.
That's what I'm doing right now. Once I'm done printing them out, you can take that one. Once I'm done printing them out.
And this one is just rolled from the time we started to when it come out. It's dinner time.
I took it all.